What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Summer Career Mode. This is episode number 69. And we started today's episode with our fixtures for December, our final 4 games before the winter break in the Serie A. Cagliari away, Sampdoria at home, Spezia away from home, and of course the meaningless matchday 6 against KA again, or as we know, after our draw in Germany, top spot guaranteed with a game to go. So for the first game of today's episode, just one win in our last 3 games. We only just about got away with it at home to Bologna as well. Little bit of an unconvincing patch of form for Inter Milan. Well, taking on Cagliari away, this was not the start I needed. Yet we just scraped through against Bologna with a 1-goal victory at the San Siro. Now going away to the beautiful island of Sardinia here, taking on Cagliari. Well, this was the absolute worst possible start. Yep, Andre Onana on the floor after a shot was deflected. Eventually the ball worked back inside, and Balde Keita, do you remember him? Yeah, he used to be one of the real high potential players in FIFA a few years ago. Now at Cagliari here in this save, opening the scoring, and a good start for him this season. 7 goals already makes it 1-0, and we're down by a goal, and I'm fearing the worst early after just 1 win in 3. But what a way to get back on level terms. Nicolo Barella back against his old team here against Cagliari. Gives us the leveler and puts us back on level terms. I should have showed respect really, but right now I can't afford to be sentimental. I've got to keep on going and do everything I can to make sure we stay with Juventus and Lazio right next to us too. And what a turnaround as well. Just a few minutes later we were leading by a goal from a goal down. Yep, Barella makes it 1-1, puts us back on level terms, back at his hometown, and then Moise Kean puts us in front for the first time. And what a turnaround, man. What a swing. We were trailing by a goal, and then a quick fire treble from Barella, Keane and Chiesa, our top scorer this year, so us completely turn the game on its head and go from being a goal down, feeling a little bit nervy, to in complete control. 3-1 up right before the break, a chance to make it 4-1, and we should have done so. Barella, the Cagliari native, denied. Great save there, but still leading by a couple at the break. So great turnaround here, leading by 3-1, and 6 minutes after the restart, looking for that 4th goal. We know that in the Serie A, if the points are level come the end of the season, then it's head-to-head first and then goal difference. But as we're still in the first half of the season, you never know. We might beat Juventus 3-1 in Turin. Wishful thinking, I know, because of how good they are right now. And then it'll come down to goal difference if we were tied hypothetically on points. At the moment, I'm considering every single possibility. So I've got to make sure I keep on attacking, staying in attack mode, making sure we've got the best goal difference in the division, which we do right now. We're still the top scorers in the end. Couldn't find a 4th, but did win the game 3-1. So back-to-back wins for the first time in quite a few weeks. Needed that one there. 3-1. Great turnaround victory in Sardinia. Still for the second game of today's episode, second of 4. This was matchday 6 against KA again. What a bizarre lineup I had for this game, man. I was playing a 4 at the back system for this game as well, and obviously with this Inter Milan side, we play 5 at the back, you know, the 5-3-2 that we have, and I love it. I really do. But I changed to a 4 at the back system for this game here, just so I could rotate my entire team. Only Andre Onana, who started against Cagliari, will start this one as well, as I want to see him go for the Golden Glove in Europe as well as in Serie A too. But starting the game off well, you know the old saying, luck will balance itself out. You saw the goal that Cagliari scored, where Onana was kind of not impeded, but obviously on the floor after the shot was deflected, and he didn't get back to his feet on time to regain his balance and make the save. In the end, luck will balance itself out, and it does in the very next game. I always talk about it, and this is why I don't get mad when things go against me, because I know luck will balance itself out. Following game here against K again. It's a meaningless game anyway, but even so, goalkeeper on the floor there after being taken down off the ball. That's 2 goals we scored in the Champions League now that should have been disallowed through VAR. But even so, 1-0 up against the Belgians. Scamacca's 4th in Europe right now, but Andre Onana, first clanger from my shot stopper. He's been an amazing replacement for Unai Simon, but Onana, where are you going? I did not hold triangle. I never hold triangle unless I'm trying to latch onto a through ball over the top of my back line. Onana, where are you going? In the words of one of my favourite YouTubers of all time, Chris Smooth, where are you going? Give that guy a map. Honestly, what is he doing there? Terrible from Onana, but we would get back in front in the second half. Yep, Giant Lucas Samaka, 5 goals in as many games in the Champions League. Restores our lead. It's 2-1, and with 18 minutes to go. Well, we've barely seen this guy since we picked him up. Cagliari, and the reason being is very simple. We don't play with wingers in this team, so he's just a victim of being in a wrong position in this system. But Cagliari does start this game. His first start for us, I believe, since we signed him, and he got a goal as well. Free Cagliari, seriously, but even so, he scores the dagger, 2-goal cushion, that would do it. 3-1 the final score. Didn't mean anything, could have lost the game, wouldn't have mattered, but even so, win the game by 3-1, and that guarantees a unbeaten group as we top it. And it is Wolfsburg who are going through with us after they beat Valencia on match day 6. So here's a full list of the groups here. Leicester top their group as well. Roma and Bayern are going through in Group C. RB Leipzig and Juve in Group D. PSG and Real Madrid in Group E. Barca and Spurs in Group F. Dortmund and Benfica in Group G. Liverpool knocked out. And in Group H, Manchester City topping it with Villarreal in second. So yeah, quite a few teams that finished runners up there, including Real Madrid, who I am so hopeful will avoid in the last 16. But last 16, we've made it through. We'll take on a runner-up for that one there. All the Italian sides made it through as well. So Italy right now looking pretty strong in this point in the save. But yeah, we're through as group winners, and that win there against KAA again confirmed it. So for the third game of today's episode, on the back of that win there, you would have seen Jorginho sprained his knee as well. He's done for 4 weeks. That's okay though. Jorginho, we signed him from Chelsea. We just gave them back Mason Mount for the realism, really. I mentioned before, can you see Mason Mount in the prime of his career at Inter Milan? I mean, you know, possibly, but yeah, not really. But Jorginho finishing his career in the Serie A, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So I did that swap deal for the realism there. But Jorginho now in his mid-30s. I wouldn't be surprised if he retires come the end of the season, even though it's not his player info screen in the squad hub. But a sprained knee for Jorginho. He's just a squad player now. It's a dressing room leader, so not a big blow there. And for our third game, yeah, Sampdoria at home. Looking to extend our winning run to 4 in all competitions, taking on Sampdoria. We were currently up by a goal, courtesy of Chiesa's 15th in as many games. And then in stoppage time, still leading by 1. We had to wrap it up through Kefren Thuram. And I want to show you in the bottom right here what I did late on in the game. I took off Matheus Nunes and brought on Samuel Ricky. Now, I briefly touched on this in the last episode. The reason why Thuram has got a few more goals this season when last year he scored 0 is because I keep making this change late on in games. That's Thuram's 4th goal in 14 games. Last year he played 17 games for me, didn't get a single goal. And the reason being, as you'll see in the player rating screen just right now, is because what I tend to do in my late game situations is I'll bring on Ricky for either Barella or most likely Nunes, and then I'll push Thuram up so Thuram can be a box-to-box alongside either Nicolo or Matheus, who's our playmaker. That means that Ricky's the anchor man, and that allows Thuram to get further forward. Otherwise, if he stays in the DM area, he's not involved in our attacking build-ups as much. So that's really been a great help for me this season. At the start of the year, I said, you know, what do I do? Does Thuram start in our midfield, or do I start Ricky as our natural anchor man? Well, I've favoured Thuram in the majority of my games, but Samuel comes off late game to protect leads. Basically, we're leading by 1 or leading by 2, for example. I'll bring on Samuel to protect the back line, a much more defensive-based player, and that will protect the back line and allow Thuram to go further forward and use the offensive ability he's got. It's really helping, you know, because Thuram can defend. He's a great box-to-box jack of all trades, but in the DM area, I don't like him getting too far forward. I need someone to stay back and protect my back 5. But yeah, that's really helping right now. Bringing on Ricky in late game situations, seeing the game out, bringing on a DM, and allowing Thuram to go further forward and use that physical frame. So 2-0 win against Sampdoria, and for our final game before the winter break here, taking on Spezia, Thiago Motta's side away from home. What a great start to the game in a snowy turf here away. Moise Keane doubles the lead after Barella opened the scoring. I love the camera angle there as well, absolutely fantastic, and we currently lead by 2. Right now still chasing Juventus top of the table. Didn't want to lose our final game for the winter break, and heading into this game was the perfect start. Up by 2 goals early. Great block there, kept us still leading by 2. And from the corner, well, I talked about how good Onana's been this season. I tell you, I feel so confident with him between the sticks. I really, really do. Great claim from the corner. Great kick out. Quick little counter-attack, and Nunez makes it free. That was brilliant, and thank you, referee, for playing the advantage as well. Didn't pull play back. Let us continue. We roll it through to Nunez, who goes through 101 and smacks it home into 3-0 up on Spezia. And once again, great camera angle here. This is one of the reasons why I love playing at this stadium. I love where the away fans are housed. It's really cool. But yeah, for Matheus Nunez, makes it free. 25 minutes in and we're in complete control here away against Spezia. Right for the break, a chance to make it 4 as well. Staying in attack mode, want to keep on scoring as many goals as possible to extend our current goal difference right now. Nunez denied from 18 yards, his second of the game. But from the corner, Nicolo Barella whips it into the middle, and Moyes keen bullet header, top corner. 4-0 up on Spezia right before the break. Absolutely dominating. And again, because of how close it is in this Serie A right now, particularly between the three teams, us, Lazio, and also Juventus as well, it might well come down to head-to-head and goal difference. If that's the case, we want to stay where we are right now as being the best team in Italy in terms of goals scored and fewest conceded as well. We've got the best goal difference right now. The top scorer's got the strongest defence as well. We want to keep that going for the rest of the season because, again, due to how tight it is, it might well be head-to-head and goal difference that separates the sides come the end of the season. 5 the final score. Barella wraps up with a brace late on in a really big win and one of my best performances with Inter Milan so far. In complete control really from start to finish in that game. Barella ran the show through the middle as well. He's been so good for me, man. Seriously, see a 5-0 win there against Motta's side. But despite that being the case, despite it being a nice little winning run for Inter Milan, we still remain in second place. Yep, the winter break is here. Lazio drop points. They're now 7 behind Juve and 5 behind us. There's no doubt about it now. 12 points clear of Roma. Top 4 is the bare minimum we'll get this season, but still 2 points behind Juventus, and they're still undefeated. Can someone please beat the old lady? Well, that will end today's episode of the Really Summer Criminal, guys. Big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you like, most love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode where the January transfer window will open very soon.